All right. So as I was saying, I'm adding white to my mother color and bringing this all the way along till I get almost right into my pure white, so that you can see as I go along here, I have all my different values. And with those values, I'm going to use those values to do a value study of the photo that I am working from today. And hopefully when I get that done, it'll look a little like this. So you can see my step-by-step method here. Just pull that around a little bit more, I think. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm going to start up in the left-hand corner of the spout of my dish. Hopefully you can see that a little more here. And I'm starting with my darker value right up in the top spout. And I'm going to just work along, changing the values as I go, picking up my paint and just putting it in from my mediums to my darks. It's a bit of a dark lip along the top here, a little bit of a medium value here, and then it just works its way up to getting a little bit lighter. I'm not overly concerned at this point about my blending. We will work on that later. Right now, I just want to get the values in to show the form of my project. So there's a little bit of a reflection from the egg onto the bowl there. So I'm just putting that in and then working around that with a darker color. So when you do a value study like this, what you're looking at or concentrating on is, when you look at any object, is it lighter or darker when it touches up against something else? So this reflection, is it lighter or darker than the egg? Right here, it's darker. This reflection is darker than what the egg is going to be. So I'm going to just jump over here to the egg for a minute. So I know that when I come in to put the value of my egg in, that this part of the egg on this side has to stay lighter than what you see against the back of what's behind it, being the bowl. And I can just continue to softly change my values and put this in. As I work, I'm not worried at this point about covering up all of the red that shows in the background of my picture, my subject. I like to have a little bit of the red showing through. I think it just gives a nice little warm touch. There's a reflective highlight on this side of the egg. I'm just going to put that in. I'll blend that out a little bit. So right now I'm just concerned about getting these colors in. Not colors, values. All right, so we can see here, let me just touch that up a bit more, that this part of the egg against the bowl is lighter. Now I'm going to come over to the back egg. Is the back egg lighter or darker than the one in front? In this area, it's darker. So that's where I'm going to put my value down against the edge of this egg, and it will be darker. And then we have a medium value that comes up around the back of the egg. And then we have a highlight that comes through the top of this second egg. Is that highlight lighter or darker than the top of this egg? It's lighter. So we want to make sure that when we're putting that in, that it's going to be lighter. So we're always looking for the contrast between these items, I guess you could call it, in your painting. And always asking the question, is it lighter or darker? Lighter, darker, lighter, darker. And we're just going to continue to work our way around this whole project. I'm just picking up some darks here. And we'll continue until we end up having a value study that looks like this. Okay?